Yeah, really, they just need therapy.
Mommy
Or at least definitely some therapy. There's childhood trauma, Bill. There always is.
Chance to promote something.
Oh, my book. Yes, please. If you have not already signed up for the pre-purchase launch of my book,
You've written so many books, you'd think you know the terms.
Childhood Trauma-rama, I got it from my mama. There's only 24 hours left
Really?
to receive the free diorama that comes with the purchase of a book. The diorama will not be signed by me, but the book will.
Okay. I guess that would mean that there's a physical book that they're going to get. Now, they're pre-purchasing it, which means that there'll be money in your pocket before it is ever actually released. I don't want to say that sounds convenient if you were, say, engaging in fraudulent activity.
Bill, if you've watched any episodes of Shark Tank, you know this is how it works. We need to do pre-sales so that I can fund the rest of the orders.
I don't think that's how it works, actually. I think that's just a big old word salad for someone who's really just engaging in a giant con on our valued subscribers.
Wait, this just in. I'm also taking Bitcoin.
All right, now you're finally getting what you deserve.
I forget what I was Google searching when I found this.
Brian Cox one?
Yeah, but basically, so Brian Cox, incredible actor, he plays Logan Roy in Succession. He slams his co-star Jeremy Strong's method acting. And says, and says filming is not a, quote, religious experience. Man, if I didn't already love Brian Cox, I love him more. If you have been with us for the past 5 years, you know I fucking hate method acting. Jim Carrey can suck it.
Wow.
So basically, he was interviewed. Oh, he appears on the cover of Town and Country.
That seems like something Brian Cox would be on the cover of.
Still in publication. Good for them.
Popular in summer homes in Maine. That's what you put on your coffee table. Country.
He has said his on-screen son Jeremy, age 44.
Oh,
is this Daily Mail? It's gotta be. It's gotta be. Sure is. Is gifted, but insists he will not lose his talent by not embodying his character off-screen. He went on to praise him, but argued he should celebrate his gift rather than constantly staying in character. You've got the gift, celebrate the gift. Go back to your trailer and have a hit of marijuana, you know? I love that.
Oh, Brian.
These quotes just keep getting better and better. Speaking to the New York... Oh, okay. So then it basically goes on to explain how Jeremy Strong is just taking this so fucking seriously, whereas the other actors can find the humor in this show. There are some really funny moments. If you haven't seen Succession, you really should. It is so good. But Kieran Culkin did an interview back in 2021 and said that Jeremy Strong doesn't see the show as comedic. Jeremy's saying to him, I'm worried that people might think that the show is a comedy. And I said, I think the show is a comedy. He thought I was kidding. Although Adam McKay, who directs it or came up with it.
I didn't know that. He's great.
Yeah. Revealed that Jeremy's strong, bizarre severity is the reason why he was cast, claiming the attitude to the show helped the character, Kendall. So I totally get that. If you're the villain, you don't think you're the villain. This character in Succession wouldn't think he's in a comedy because everything is so serious. It's life or death to him. However, it battles on psychotic, in my opinion. If you are staying in character, you yourself should know something is a comedy and know how to play it.
I have so many questions because... So does it come off that way when watching? As if okay, this particular... I've never seen it.
Yes.
This particular character is in a different thing.
Yes.
Than everyone else.
Well, this character just is the more severe, is the more serious, is the more slightly psychotic, or not psychotic, but vulnerable, mentally vulnerable. Whereas, oh my gosh, Kieran Culkin has some of the funniest lines, has a little more... There's just... a lightness at points where there needs to be. It's not all so serious and doom and gloom. But this is not the first time Brian Cox has criticized his co-star Jeremy's method acting techniques, previously deeming it American shit. That's right. Most of the actors in the show actually are not American, which I think is great, but Jeremy is.
Even in that picture, he looks like he's taking himself very seriously.
Speaking of his own acting technique. Brian Cox has said, you just let it come through you and you don't get in the fucking way. I just love that. I love when people don't take themselves too seriously, when they recognize it's just a job. And in fact, it's not a life or death situation. And
What? Acting is all of those things.
I am into it.
Where would we be without our actors? See Team America. That's great. Well, but okay, now here's the other question. See, all right, first of all, should I start watching this? I don't
Yes.
I don't have any appointment viewing, but maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. I need something, so maybe I'll start watching.
I think you would love Kieran Culkin's character.
Yeah?
Yeah.
He reminds me in interviews of Alfred, my youngest brother. They have very similar qualities. So now what? So now he's said this. He's made fun of this guy's process, his art, how he approaches everything. What's going to happen now on set with them? You know, he's made I love his quotes, but he's now made that work environment that much more
No, but
difficult.
here's the thing. If you watch the show, all of the, Jeremy Strong plays his son.
Okay.
And as a son, he's constantly trying to get his father's approval, and his father is not giving it. So if anything, Jeremy Strong will use this
yes.
fuel. Like, I do not have my father, Brian's approval, or I don't have his blessing, or he thinks I'm a piece of shit. And he'll just sink farther into that.
Yes, you're right. If anything, this has been a gift to this method actor.
Yeah.
He's going to use this
Yes.
strife in his... Well, and that's the other thing, too. Okay, so say you're Jeremy Strong. You've had the New York article with the profile where he doesn't come off great.
Yeah.
And now you've got actors on record making fun of your process. Do you stick... Are you stuck? Do you stick with it? Do you have to prove to everyone, Ron, and continue with the method acting? Or do you stop because the jig is up?
You can't stop.
You can't stop.
I think it's like superstitions at that point.
Right.
You're on season 4. You have done 3 seasons where this is your method, this is your routine. And if you stray from it, I believe he would worry that he'll be giving a poor performance, even though it probably wouldn't look any different to us as the viewer.
Oh, guaranteed.
He will feel differently about it
Yes.
and put himself into a whole other tizzy thinking he didn't give the best performance possible.
Hashtag listening tour from now on. You know, I've talked enough. It's time for me to listen.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be so funny? If you just go to different cities and there's an audience of people, they buy tickets, and you get on stage and you're like, all right, I'm listening.
You guys the audience has to do the work.
Speak about a lazy experience.
That would be amazing. We got to do a morning listening tour. Oh my God. I mean, I think if we were to ever tour, it would be our apology tour. But a listening tour, while not as much of a moneymaker, would be so much easier.
Okay, now go with me on this. We sit in the audience. We make all of the audience get on stage.
Squeeze onto a really small stage.
Yep.
Glare at us.
Yep.
Ugh, don't read
Let's
the Yelp
turn these
reviews,
tables.
people. Just get the ticket. Don't read the Yelp reviews. Just, come on, give us money. Again, it goes back to that whole capitalism thing.